This video will show the basics of installing an Eliason EasyShield roll-up door. In this application, the door is being mounted with an inside standoff mount and will be powered with an external motor. However, this video will also be helpful for other configurations as well. This video is not intended to replace the installation instructions, which includes important safety information. Always practice safe lifting techniques throughout the entire installation. Now let's get started. Installation will require the following tools: level, tape measure, drill, drill bits, utility knife, hex wrenches, vice grips, screwdriver, wrenches, impact driver. Finally, fasteners to attach to the wall are also required. Uncrate door and check for parts. Carefully uncrate the door and find the installation instructions and the footprint drawing. Lay the parts out on the floor and compare the parts to the drawing on the front cover to make sure that all components are included. Wall preparation. Before starting, measure the opening width and height and confirm the measurements match the measurements on the footprint drawing. Using a level, confirm that the opening is square and plumb and that the mounting surface is smooth and plumb. It is important that the header assembly roll guide tracks, when mounted, are level and square. T-bracket installation. Determine the placement of the T-bracket by referring to the dimensional detail sheet that was provided. The T-bracket bearing mounting surface should be a minimum of 6 inches above the door header. The inside mounting dimension of the T-brackets is clear opening width plus 11 inches and centered on the opening. Securely mount the T-brackets to the wall using appropriate fasteners for the wall type. Roll installation. Lift the roll assembly and place it on top of the T-brackets. On the drive side, align and install the pillow block bearing on the T-bracket and fasten into place. Repeat on the opposite side. For doors with a counterbalance spring, slide the shaft retainer bracket onto the shaft and install the T-bracket bolts. The shaft keyway should be aligned and secured with a locking Allen screw. Be sure that the curtain is coming off the back of the roll. Guide tracks installation. Now it is time to install the guide tracks. Measure the guides. When measuring, be sure the top guide track is at least 2 inches but not more than 3 inches from the fully open curtain roll. If it is larger than this, then simply cut the bottom of the track. The guide tracks are slotted at the top end, which allows the guide to be flared, preventing wear and allowing the curtain to be easily reinserted into the track. You'll notice that the top side guides have been cut, allowing you to bend the front surface of the guide back. This opens the guide up at the top so that the panel inserts without any resistance. Bend the guides back slightly. The opening at the top should be approximately double the channel width. Install the L brackets to the side guides using the Tech screws provided. The L brackets should be positioned from top to bottom approximately every 2 feet. Mount the track to the floor using the 2 L brackets provided. Check the alignment of the door to be sure that it is centered in the opening and tighten the locking screws. Use a clean cloth to wipe away any grease or debris on the side guides and install vinyl side panels to the side guide using the brackets provided. Be sure the screw location does not contact the curtain. Mounting the operator and drive chain installation. The operator may be mounted on the wall, shelf, or bracket. We recommend installing it 12 to 15 inches between the operator drive shaft and door shaft. Slide the door sprocket onto the door shaft and then slide the key into the keyway. Make sure the door and operator sprockets are aligned with one another. Place the drive chain around both sprockets. Once the chain is installed, double check for alignment and tighten the set screws to secure the sprockets in place. Make sure the chain is snug, but not too tight, as this may cause premature wear on the bearings. If you ordered a chain hoist operator, now is the time to install the chain on the sprocket. If your operator came with photo eyes, be sure to mount the sensors no more than 6 inches above the floor. This will provide maximum protection for personnel and passing loads. Connecting and programming the operator. All electrical work should be performed by a qualified electrician in accordance with all applicable codes. Refer to Operation Manual for connections and operation instructions. To adjust the limit switch, press the retaining plate and turn white limit nut. Adjust in small increments until the door fully opens and seals to the floor. Once the adjustments have been completed, release the retaining plate. Be sure to verify that the retaining plate is fully seated with the notches of the limit nut. Once assembly is completed, you'll need to adjust the clutch. There should be just enough tension on the clutch to permit smooth operation of the door. Secure the clutch with the cotter pin provided. Confirm adjustment of roll clearance and guide tracks. Confirm the roll clearance according to the diagram in the instructions. Check that the door is properly centered and then tighten all fasteners. Header brush installation. Attach the brush seal to the external door. Be sure that the brush seal contacts the curtain when it is in the full closed position, but does not press so hard that it bows the curtain. Final assembly. Once completed, cycle the door and confirm the opening and closing positions and recheck all fasteners for tightness. Finally, make sure the end user is familiar with the operation and has all manuals. Test the photo eyes to make sure the door reverses and that it is working properly. We hope this video was helpful. For more information on Eliason's products, visit our website at www.eliasoncorp.com.